Hi everyone, and welcome to today's video. You know, we were all told the same thing when we were young. Grow up, and everything will get better. But what if that was the biggest lie we ever believed? What if true growth isn't about burying your dreams, but about finally giving them a voice? Well, that's exactly what we're going to do today: uncover the truth, and learn the English to express it powerfully. So, are you ready to begin? Let's dive in. The biggest lie the world ever told us was, grow up, and everything will get better. But the truth is, growing up only teaches you how to bury your dreams. The question is, how long will you keep playing the role of an adult while suffocating the wounded child inside you? The real world is where our inner child slowly dies. For a child, life is nothing but dreams and wishes. Whatever they desire must come true. They live with miracles, believing an unseen hand always protects them, and if they smile, the whole world must dance to their tune. In a child's mind, the world is a stage built solely for them. But as we grow older, a bitter truth unfolds. The real world doesn't dance, neither to our rhythm, nor even to its own. The world moves relentlessly, seconds collapse one after another, and not a single moment stops to wait for us. This is when we break, because the child inside us is still alive, clinging to the same dreams, the same expectations, and the same recklessness. Childhood was a temporary armor, gently preparing us for reality. But if we cling to it for too long, it becomes pain itself. What once protected us, now holds us back. Because in the real world, there are no miracles, no hidden hand that will always save us. Here, we must stand on our own, build on our own, and fight on our own. Adulthood means shedding the armors of childhood. It means facing a world that is ruthless, gray, and devoid of absolute truths. A world where everything will be okay is nothing but an empty promise. Here, there are no colorful childhood dreams. Here, every day means confronting contradictions, failures, and new pains. And yet, this is exactly where real life begins. Real life, though harsh and heavy, is the chance to touch the deepest meanings. This world teaches us that true joy is not in escaping reality, but in facing it unmasked. Our inner child, if still armored, will only disappoint us and abandon us in the dark. But if we dare to strip off the armor, shaky and vulnerable as we are, only then can we truly taste life. For an adult, the greatest savior is not dreams or imagined miracles, but the very moment they accept the world as it is, harsh, merciless, and at times meaningless. It is this acceptance that frees us from illusions, from empty expectations, from the wounds our inner child has carved into us for years. Real life perhaps begins only when we bury our inner child and step into the world with open eyes, unmasked, and unarmored. Imagine this. You're a child in the street, beating on an empty can with a stick, convinced the world should dance to your rhythm. Every wish feels like a birthright: a bicycle, an ice cream, a smile. Always waiting for someone to come and make those wishes come true. But years later, when you open your eyes, you realize, the world doesn't dance, not to your tune, not even to its own. It just passes, relentless, unstoppable. And this is where you get hurt, because you're still looking at life through the same childish lens. Still waiting for a miracle, for a hand from the heavens, for someone to come and save you. So what's the way out? It lies here, knowing when to take off your childhood armor. That armor was once the sweet illusions and dreams that protected you. But now they're too small, too suffocating. Staying inside them only leaves you broken. If you want to bleed less in the real world, you must lower your expectations, not from everyone, not from the world, only from yourself. Turn your wishes into action. There are no miracles, only your small steps. Make peace with pain. It's part of the journey, not a sign of failure. Grow up. Growing up means accepting that life will never dance to your tune, but you can still find your own rhythm within its chaos. This simple story carries one message: your inner child was once your savior, but if you cling to them too long, they'll become the murderer of your soul. It's time to shed that childhood armor, face the ruthless world, and only then truly taste real life. Real life may only begin when we finally bury our inner child and step into the world with open eyes, unmasked and unarmored. Now tell me, do you think it's time to take off your childhood armor, or are you still holding on to it?